Question goes to Mr. Powell. We also received a number of questions from various readers asking each of you to speak about various facets of your personal lives. So, what experiences in your personal life do you believe have helped to prepare you to become a circuit judge?
Well, I think I've had a wide variety of experiences in my personal life. Number one is I would suggest that any of the candidates that run for circuit judge spend some time at the jail, because I'm there weekly, sometimes daily, seeing clients, and I believe that those experiences in my life have better prepared me to fill this position. My wide variety of courtroom experience coupled with those life experiences has helped me to be better to fill this position.
Thank you. Mr. Ketchel.
One of the things that I really have a passion for and that I've been very active in my life are children. Not only my own children, and I was lucky enough to talk to both of them today. They read it online and called me up and gave me words of encouragement, but also children in our community. My wife and I were involved for over 10 years in Boy Scouting. We spent a lot of times out on the reservation. We have some friends that are here that served with us. I've been active in the school system, both at the elementary level and in the high school level. I recently served as the chairman of the school advisory committee at Choctawhatchee High School. I've been very, very active in coaching from the time the boys were yay high all the way up to the time they were teenagers. I think that's important because a lot of the issues of the family find their way into the courtroom. And I think you have to have a passion and a compassion for families and an understanding about family issues. And that's something that I think has prepared me for this position that's outside of the legal arena.
Thank you. The next question goes to you, Mr. Ketchel. The new Group 15 Circuit Judge will handle a significant amount of family law and juvenile cases. What legal experiences have you had in your life to prepare you for what can be very emotional and difficult cases?
So are you looking at, are you asking a question about legal?
What legal experiences have you had, or personal experiences, if you wish, that would prepare you for handling those sorts of cases?
Well, obviously the things that I just mentioned are very, very important. My very active involvement with families and other types of families outside of the courtroom are one area, and I talked about that, and I don't want to go over it again. Early in my career, I did do family law, and so I have a real sense for the kind of issues that come up in family law. In the latter part of my career, I've specialized in commercial litigation. But the reality is that litigation itself is a very, very testy and very trying, very combative arena. And so all of my experience in really trying to solve people's problems are very, very important by way of preparation for this position. Because I really view my role now as a problem solver as a private attorney. And really judges are really the ultimate forum for dispute resolution. And so that's really what you're looking for. And you're looking for the ability to be able to make tough, common sense application of the law to the facts. So that's some of the background that will prepare me in these contentious areas.
Thank you. Mr. Powell.
Thank you. I believe my family law background in handling family law cases, custody cases, juvenile cases, dependency cases, child dependency cases have given me a wide variety of experience to be able to fill this position. This particular seat will handle a lot of family law cases, and I started out my career trying complex custody cases, family law cases, and graduated a little more into my specialty now, which is personal injury litigation and criminal defense litigation. Adoptions, if you handle an adoption, that is a real gratifying experience for you. And the judges have gratification when they handle adoptions. I've handled numerous adoptions back early in my career, and I handled some recently for a couple in Baker, and they still call me and thank me about that. And I think Lenny was there, my secretary, and we handled that. They still call us and send us thank you cards and send us pictures of the kids, and so that's important. One thing, Judge Barron's here, and he helped start just recently a program called the parenting program where we appoint a licensed mental health counselor to assist in these family law issues, and they have it in South Florida, and that was parenting coordinator program. I have to get the word right. But it's been a great program. I've written letters to all the mental health associates in this area asking them to participate in this program, and it's been working out great. I think we've had a few cases that they have been referred to, and I think that's a great thing. And those experiences will help me better handle the family law issues in this courtroom.
Thank you. And since you bring up Judge Barron, we'll switch for just a moment from courtrooms to courthouse annexes. A number of readers, and this question is to you, Mr. Poe. A number of readers sent in versions of this question. Which site do you prefer for the new courthouse annex of the two currently under review by the county? Or is there another site, such as Crestview, that would be a better site for the new annex?
Well, that's a good question. I want to expand on that a little bit because I've been kind of working with Judge Barron and the other judges for about 8 years now trying to figure out a location for this courthouse. And I've probably lost a few votes in that regard because they think I'm for building a new big judicial center somewhere, Taj Mahal or whatever they want to call it. That's not what Judge Barron issue he's been on. That's not the issue I've been working on for 8 years. The problem we got in Okaloosa County is courtroom space. And we don't have enough courtroom space to try our cases. In February, we got a 3-week trial that we're going to have to try at the conference center. Not because the judges aren't working, but because we don't have a courtroom to try this case in. The judges have to shuffle courtrooms. Judge Heffman comes up to Crestview every other Wednesday for juvenile cases. We've got on Tuesday, we got misdemeanor plea days and felony plea days in the Crestview Courthouse. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, we got criminal miscellaneous dockets with Judge Barron and Judge Remington. Judge Tolden has to drive all the way from Shalimar to Crestview to handle the North End criminal cases. So we're just juggling courtrooms right and left, and we've got to have more courtroom space. And what I said the other day in a forum, I don't care where we build it or what, if it's a big metal barn on Possum Ridge Road or wherever it is, we've got to have some courtroom space to try our cases. I've had clients waiting to get to trial, not because Judge Barron is not ready to try the case or Judge Heffman is not ready to try the case. We don't have a courtroom. So I've been a big proponent of that, and I'm going to continue to be a proponent of that because I know the court system, unlike my opponent, and I know what we need. I've been there every day, and we've got to have some space. And we need a courtroom in the south end where the annex is because we can't expect somebody to drive at 2 o'clock in the morning all the way to Crestview to get an emergency warrant sign or emergency domestic injunction sign. And you don't get those calls sometime at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Thank you. Mr. Ketchel, your response.
There are two principal issues, two principal reasons why we need a courtroom. One is security, and the other is that we're in violation of the federal law, the American Disabilities Act. And so we have to have a new courtroom. We need courtroom space. Where the courtroom is located, it really doesn't matter. And quite frankly, it's not the decision of the judges. It's the decision of the county commissioners. And I would urge them to work quickly and move quickly to resolve this issue. Get a building that works for the people. But we do need to move forward with it. Where the location is not a concern of mine. I'm very pleased to be able to go wherever they put the new courthouse. And in fact, the chances are that we're going to be up in Crestview, so where this new courthouse is of little concern to whoever will be elected in this position.
Thank you. Mr.